right, guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun wide trips deep. Pros X go. On one. Ready? Ready.
What's going on, everyone? ANCAP24 here from HuddleGG, and welcome to officially Madden 23 being here. And we're excited to get on our YouTube grind and provide you guys the best tips all year long. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do so. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of our uploads, because you're definitely going to want to be a part of knowing what is out there and how to beat it. Now, this video itself is simple, right? There is a blitz that's out there that Clef put on day one of early access that is just taking over the internet, YouTube. You can see that all these content providers are putting out the same blitz to get it to their audiences, which has caused it to be a huge meta to start the year. Man press is very tough to beat if you don't know what you're doing. And we've dedicated ourselves in the first game plan of the year to not only show you the best beaters when it comes to zone coverages, cover two blitzes, but the best beaters against this man press defense to absolutely go ahead and dominate the competition. We did so in our Buccaneers offense. I dropped it on the website yesterday. And what you're gonna see is that I'm gonna give a free mini scheme in this gun box formation that nobody's using, okay? So what we're doing is really wanna show you why you should be in the Buccaneers playbook to start the year. When it comes to this, the reason why I like it so much, we've got these auto motion plays that absolutely cook man coverage. And then they also have the ability to motion the outside guy in and make it look like the auto motion and use some of these other routes. I'm gonna show you how these routes will get free people over the top for easy touchdowns and really give you an opportunity to have another formation to beat this. Because if you go on our website right now and get my game plan, you are going to see two different formations that absolutely annihilates this. And if you put a third formation in there, like literally people can't run this and they don't know what to run, okay? So let's go ahead and call this play. It's the linebacker blitz 0. And the first play we're gonna be looking at is deep fork. Now, the reason why I like deep fork is this is my left hash mark play per se. And the reason why is that when you get this auto motion from the right receiver, you have all this green grass to work with on the wide side of the field, and you're gonna be in really good shape. What I'm gonna do is just show you the blitz real quick. It's not a secret what it is. People are just pinching their defensive linebackers, pressing their defense, quarterback containing, and then this is the variable player. A lot of times people are just putting them over here, or they're putting them stacking over here. There are different ways depending on which way they want to go with the user, but for the most part, that's what it is, okay? So what we're gonna do here is go ahead and show you this auto motion, and I'm not gonna do anything else with the routes. I'm just gonna show you how this one route gives us a threat to the outside that absolutely goes ahead and torches his man, rack this ball, and a lot of times you can get around the edge, right? If I'm trying to get the most yards possible, what I'm gonna do is take this A off of this route, put him on a drag just to get him out of the play. And that way we're not taking an extra defender with us. So when we have the ability to take the B and go up the field, we can go ahead and rack it, right? So that's the main purpose of this route, is to see if we can go ahead, get this and get around the edge. And if you can get the right animation, you can take this for a touchdown. If not, you're getting 8 to 10 yards, right? It's one of those plays that, depending on what it is in a mutt situation, using a Tyreek Hill, using some of these guys that can turn the corner really quickly, really does help. I just picked the Steelers just because Deion Johnson is kind of one of those guys that I like as far as a opportunity from a quick player, and it wasn't overpowered like a Tyreek to do it. So you can see how this route is going to start off our mini scheme, because it's great. Now, if I'm on the right hash, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this play called the FL drive. So as you can see here, this play has that same auto motion, and the drag goes from right to left. So what we're going to see on this play is we want to make sure that we want that drag to go to the wide side of the field. Now, the setup is simple. We're going to put the Y on a swing to the right and the A on a flat, and that's all we need to do, okay? Now, I'm going to set up this defense, and I'm going to explain why I do what we do here. And if you see here, see Woods, the player that I'm on right now, he's covering the running back. And this strong safety goes ahead and covers the A receiver. When you go actually do this play, they'll swap their assignments, and you're gonna see how the first read is gonna be the A in the flat. So I wanna make sure you see that's your first read on this. If you wanna just get easy yards, you can see how this is gonna be open on the right side here, catch this ball, get up the field. And what we're doing is we're establishing you've got to worry about the right side of the field. You've got the auto motion, so they don't know if the guy's going to the right on the out or the quick hitter to the right side. When this play is all said and done, the best threat of this whole play is actually going to be the X receiver, because if you see the alignment on this play, the X actually does a really good job of blowing by the cornerback a very good percentage of the time. So my eyes a lot of times are, if I want to hit the A, I can hit the A almost very easily all the time. If I want to go for the big play, I'm going to look at the X first, and then I'm going to go and look at the B as the second read, okay? If I'm looking to get more yards out of it, right? So make sure we're in this setup here, and let's look at the X receiver, and then we're going to look at the B. You can see here, does it blow by him? He does. Throw this ball over here, get this yards, and you're going to be able to get an easy score. These are all plays that we've filled in the Bucs playbook. I can't tell you how many we already have in our game plan, and this is just going to be another one that we can add to the arsenal. Now, what you're going to see here, the last option on this play is simply go ahead and let the B go across the field. I've noticed that if you got short in elite, a lot of times that guy's going to light up and he's going to get a little bit of speed burst. He is fighting through traffic, so this is going to be one of those routes that sometimes will work like a charm. And because we've cleared out the whole left side of the field, if he gets through there and the cornerback doesn't make it through because of all the traffic, we can catch this and rack it for a lot of yards. The user has to worry about the flat. He has to worry about the outside out route on the previous play, and then he's got to worry about the X over the top. The last person he's worried about right now is the B, to be honest. So you can sneak this in, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and double team the outside player. Let's see how the B works on this play. Let's see, we're just gonna target him no matter what. Let's see what he does. You can see here that if you have the ability, he gets open there, right? But you can see what happens a lot of the times is that this cornerback has to fight through all these players, and a lot of times he doesn't make it. And you can see if this is the case, that if you have a little bit faster of a player, if you throw a little bit earlier, you can catch this and get all the way around the field, because you can see there's nobody once you beat them, right? I'll try it again. I'm not gonna get too hung up on this play because it's not one of those that that option that it'll work, you know, a good majority of the time, but at the same time, I don't want to waste the video on playing it over and over again. So let's try it one more time so you can see it and look how you can understand where we're going with this. So the reads are always going to be A, X, and then B, right? That's how we're looking for it when it comes to our eyes. If you're looking for the big play first, you want to see the X first, right? So here we go again. Let's see what this guy does as far as getting across the field. You can see he does it there, catch this ball, and you can see the potential of this play if you get a good player that can turn the corner. Tyreek Hill is amazing on this play in Mutt. Obviously, he'd be that in regs, but I think like a Hollywood Brown and a lot of other players that in regs that have that type of speed, it would be amazing on them as well. So those are these options when we come to this play. Now let's go ahead and look at the next play we're going to highlight. So the next play we're going to highlight is actually going to be called slot drive, and I like this play because it has a very similar look to FL drive, but we're going to kind of use a different route in the red route to give a second option. So what we're going to do here is the same exact thing on defense, and what you're going to see is that we're going to this time block our running back, and we're going to go ahead and run this stock. I'm going to double team the right end, and then I like to ID on the left side of the field like this, okay? And what you're going to see is that the B has an option. He's going to be your number one. And what you're going to see a lot of times, this is going to look like FL drive, where the B is going to go to the left and the A is going to go to the right. And what you're going to see is that the user will, at that point, go and cover the B. And then the A is the player that's going to make them pay. So watch what happens here. You can see this guy's going to come over here, and you're going to be able to target the A. He comes on the inside, and now you got another route that absolutely puts another threat in their mind. I'm not going to go over this one more time, just show it in instant replay so you can see it. And what you're going to see here is that this guy goes ahead, goes to the outside, cuts back in, and you can see how you've got such an easy thing. Now, you can see that the underneath route right here is going to be one that you're going to be able to hit as well. So you're just looking at these two threats as a 1-2 hitter, throw it to him, and you got yourself an easy complement to the other plays. So the last play we're going to be looking at is deep curls, and I'm hoping that you guys got all the way to the end of the video, because we're definitely one that does a lot of great stuff towards the end, so make sure you watch all our videos. And this play, deep curls, is not an auto motion play, but you're going to see why it's so good. What we're going to do is the same thing we've been doing with the defense, right? And with the offense, all I want you to do is put the Y on a route to the left, like a swing to the left, and motion the A over. When you do this, you're going to notice how RB absolutely torches his man and man coverage with that unique angle. He just needs the space to do it, and leaving that A on its route does that for him. Now watch what happens here. If the user has to worry about everything else, he's not going to worry about this guy. And you're going to see how this is going to be an easy one-play score for you against this defense that is really going to make them, really try to figure out what's going on, right? If your defensive player, the user, is having to put his eyes on so many different people, this is one of those sneak in attacks, right? You do this maybe once a game, and it's not something that you're going to want to spam, because obviously if you see this motion once, you're gonna know that that play's coming, right? But if you see this motion, more than once, then it's a little bit harder, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and move this guy over, and that's all I'm gonna do. Besides, I have to put the running back on a route, or the left safety is going to take that RB. You're gonna see how consistent it is. He's gonna torch him, just throw it up on his up pattern. And if you lob that and have enough yards, you're gonna see how this is gonna be a great play for you. So that's the whole mini scheme for this YouTube video, guys. I do appreciate all that have stayed to the end of this video. We do have a promotion going on right now on our website if you guys want to know more about the Bucs offense. We have 2 different tiers as far as our subscriptions go. Anybody that goes ahead and subs by tomorrow, August 19th, you're going to be able to get our Tier 2 perks, which basically has our offensive coordinator, route combo Bible, office hours, and a few other things like our meta buster. They're gonna get all those for the $9.95 price. We're giving you our free upgrade if you go ahead. And I wanna make sure I stress this to you. Sub at $9.95 and we'll give it to you for free. Okay, don't do the $19.95 one by tomorrow. If you guys jump on it in the next 2 days, it'll be $9.95 for you. And as long as you stay subbed, you do not cancel, you'll have those benefits as long as you are. This is not just a 1 month thing. You'll have it the whole time. Trust me, this is the best deal in Madden, as the $9.95 gets you everything on the website. Every game plan we do all year, we put them out, you have access to it every month. And then it has all the other features that I mentioned. And if you guys want to have a little bit of a test of what we do, we're going to give you a Discord link that is usually only for subscribers only, that you have access to pros like myself, Ragusa, Banks IQ, and many others that we work with, and be able to ask questions about Madden, ask questions about our game plan, talk Madden, talk much strategies. In that Discord, we're gonna have it open with this link that's gonna be in the description just for this weekend. So if you're not sold on, trying us out yet, make sure you go in there, ask some questions, get an understanding of what we're doing, and then trust me, I think you're gonna love the site and love the way that we have support, and you're gonna wanna try us out. So hopefully you guys see that this video is helpful for you, get your mind going on how to beat this man coverage. That's gonna be around for definitely a few weeks to a month until, the receivers get in a better position, abilities come out, and it could be the meta in regs all year long. Who knows? So I want to make sure you guys understand we're just here to help you guys out in the community. We appreciate your support, and we'll catch you on the next video.